Just want to bring you right up to date with how we see the weather developing across Canada and the USA in the coming days.
It's an Arctic cold outbreak that's going to affect so much of the country. Holy moly.
There it is, the polar vortex.
And once that floodgate opens,
prepare to feel the chill.
30 degrees below average across this region.
And snow and blizzards.
From the northern plains through the Midwest and even into parts of the Northeast as well. But then even here, we're going down.
Bone-chilling temperatures.
So we're talking dangerous, life-threatening cold.
But how cold is cold, really?
You could see wind chill values of 50 below zero.
Big worry, of course, is frostbite.
This is dangerous cold, and anyone outside with exposed skin is going to get into trouble really quick.
People can get frostbite really in a matter of minutes.
Here's what's going on.
Storm after storm has been rolling in.
We're tracking a couple of clipper systems. Clippers.
The weather's going to be unsettled.
Behind that extreme and dramatic and dangerous cold, you're going to be feeling it. Watch and wait.
Well, that can't feel good.
It is definitely wild.
Well, it's been snow system after snow system, and more snow's on the way.
Snow after snow after snow.
Wave after wave after wave. Hit the button, baby. This is a Thor News presentation.
And things are looking pretty unsettled and wintry.
As always the case in weather, each event is different.
Since January 11th, there have been more than 280 avalanches documented in Colorado.
What you're looking at here is big chunks of ice flowing down this river. You can also see some logs mixed in.
The recent cold air has contributing to double the ice on the Great Lakes. Here's what it looked like in terms of ice cover on January 4th. Now, on January 21st, a lot of ice is in the picture.
There has been a ton of snow, especially in the last month in the Sierra Nevada.
It hasn't stopped snowing in Montana. Lots of travel problems.
The Northeast feeling the deep freeze that followed a round of weekend snowstorms.
Temperatures here in Ottawa could feel like minus 35 tonight.
Albany had a real feel dipping as low as negative 37.
2 inches of snow and some ice is causing major problems in France. The National Meteorological Service has issued an alert for much of France for dangerous levels of snow and ice.
And listen to this.
The best advice they give their clients is prevention.
Earlier this month, a skier in Colorado was killed after being buried under 8 feet of snow while taking a class on avalanche safety.
At least 17 people have died in weather-related incidents across Europe during this past week, most of which were from avalanches after feet of snow fell.
By next week, well, it gets even more dangerous and much colder.
And we're going to see dangerously cold temperatures coming up.
And as the cold polar vortex drops south, that will bring some plowable snows into the Midwest and Great Lakes, and in the Northeast, snow and rain on the way.
Large amounts of snow can also cause buildings and roofs to collapse.
Then it turns a lot colder.
But then even here, we're going down.
The bigger the pressure difference, the stronger the wind.
Finally, after 14 hours, the passengers were let off the plane. United Airlines is issuing a big fat apology after passengers were trapped for more than half a day on a frigid plane.
And then on Saturday, we're waiting for something wetter to come our way. The rain moves across Northern Ireland, very slowly reaching into western Scotland, Wales, westernmost parts of England. The low pressure system will move across the UK, sweeping that rain east on Saturday night. It's still going to be showery. Gusts are going to be stronger, by the way, as well. So it's a windier day on Sunday, and the wind chill becomes a factor. Now for Monday, a few wintry showers may be affecting southeastern parts to start the day. Coastal showers continue. We'll see more vigorous weather systems starting to push back our way.
But we have a couple of clippers that we're going to be tracking.
And then our next clipper system is really going to pack a very potent punch, not just with more snow, but dangerously cold temperatures.
Generally, clippers are fast-moving, light snowmakers.
So here comes the low.
It's going to be so extreme as we get our next round, a true blast of cold air digging its heels way further south Wednesday into Thursday next week.
And it's so cold we could actually break some records in terms of how low the temperature goes.
So what happened was the winds picked up the water, and then the water froze onto everything. It's crazy.
But it's the beginning of next week when we're talking extreme cold and possible record cold on the way. So notice how far south that snow line goes. So we're not only talking accumulating snow potential, but also a significant and dangerous wind chill with this.
If you know that there are some vulnerable folks that live in your neighborhood, check on them every once in a while. Just make sure they're okay.
Record lows will be challenged, and record low highs will be challenged as well.
And travel cautiously.
Welcome to One Crazy Winter 2019 in this end game of fire and ice.
Go, 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 go.
And they're really happening at any time of the year now.
Well, we've certainly had our fair share of wild weather, but it could get even wilder. There's been a serious heat wave going on in Australia. It's lasted for a very long time. We're talking extreme heat, and hundreds of thousands of animals are just dying of thirst and hunger. This is actually a really sad story. The bodies of dozens of wild horses were found near dried up water holes. Also spotted 1 million dead fish that got washed up on a river basin across the southeast, and colonies of bats have been falling from trees. Meanwhile, in central and western Australia, they had to carry out an emergency animal cull. So they shot 2,500 camels that were dying in the heat. This is crazy. Health warnings have been issued in different parts of the country. They're basically advising people to stay indoors and hydrated.
Thor News depends upon PayPal contributions to survive, and I have never depended on a contribution miracle more than I do today. I've got about 24 to 48 hours to get my car towed away from a spot that is not mine. So I got about 24 hours to save my Batmobile. Yes, I'm Thor, but my car is more like the Batmobile. So if you would like to reward all my love and hard work, I would love to get my baby back. PayPal link is in the information box.
I'm trying to return to normal.
So here we go again. If it's happening in a galaxy, then Thor is all over it. Hurricane, solar flares, Planet X. How humanity's trying to destroy itself at each other's necks. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. No, I don't know if you know this. Thor knows his ways, baby. Thor knows he's the one, baby. Thor knows.
I'll be there when you need me.
I don't know if you know this. Thor News is for winners, and that's why you're here. So stick around.
Hit the button, baby.
I don't know what's going on.
Active volcanoes.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation.